Hello, I'm Dr. David Hawkins, and I want to welcome you to part 2 of the Healing Power of Marriage. I'm the director and founder of the Marriage Recovery Center, and I am absolutely passionate about the issue of marriage and the possibility that marriage, which has been a place that's caused you great challenge and discomfort, but it can be the place where you heal. You heal from childhood issues, young adult issues, marriage issues, issues in life. Marriage is this healing container. I'm so excited to talk to you about this healing container. This is part 2 of the healing power of marriage. Now, you remember that we agreed that you've co-created the problems, you've codependently enabled the problems to continue, and you're going to co-labor or collaborate to heal these problems. That is really, really exciting. Okay, and you've got the workbook, which you can download at www.marriagerecoverycenter.com. Download the workbook, A Love Life of Your Dreams, and we're going to walk through this together. We're going to work through it together. Now, our motto is going to be, we're in this together and we can figure this out. Studies have shown that couples who agree together, we're in this together. We've created this. Let's fix it. So couples who will make that agreement together, they're going to be more successful. So whether you're in marriage counseling, which I highly recommend, whether you have signed up for a marriage intensive, which I also highly recommend, whether you do any of that stuff, will you at least download the workbook? And will you grab your mate and will you spend these roughly 30 minutes, 6-7 minutes per video, and work through this with me? Okay, we're in this together and we can figure it out. So the next step after you do that is you must desire change, and you must be willing to commit yourself to a change process. I often liken change in marriage to crossing over a swinging bridge from one land to another land. Now, if you've ever been on a swinging bridge, you know that you're hanging on for dear life as you're rocking back and forth, and you look down below and kind of go, I don't know about this. But that's what can happen in this change process, as you may feel like you are giving up something, which you are, to get something better, which you are. So someone much smarter than me has come up with the phrase, there must be a breakdown to have a breakthrough. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. You've got to have a breakdown to get a breakthrough. So hopefully you've already experienced something of a breakdown. What you're doing is not working. Give it up and cross over the swinging bridge, hang on tight to this new land. So I want you to identify and think through, what is the old pattern? In graduate school, I learned of this technique called pattern interruption. And what pattern interruption is pattern interruption. Yeah, I know, it's not rocket science, okay? So you're going to interrupt the old pattern and you're going to create a new pattern. So I want you to begin by identifying, what are the old patterns? What do you do? Write it down. Do we always get in fights after dinner at night when he's tired and she's tired? Is that when we fight? Do we get into skirmishes when one person presents their point of view and the other one presents their point of view? Do we tend to call names? Do we tend to stomp out? Do we withdraw into our own little caves? What is our pattern and what must be changed? So I want you to identify what the old patterns are and what the new pattern is that you want. Write it out. Write it out. What is the old pattern? And then be willing to consider changing the old patterns. Another favorite saying of mine that you'll see in the workbook is, we're not okay, and that's okay. Yeah, we're like many other couples. We struggle, we fight, we have conflict, and you know, that's exhausting and tiring, and I get it. Last thing I want to cover in this video is I want you to expect resistance. Expect him to resist, expect her to resist. We don't give up that land that we cross over the swinging bridge for without some resistance. Expect it. Expect it within yourself, expect it from him, expect it from her, and then again remember there can be no breakthrough without a breakdown. You've got to give that up. Write out what you want to change. Write out what you're willing to change. Write out what you want in this new relationship and what you think is stopping you from getting there. Identify those things. Write them down. Talk it over with your mate. And now you're well on your way. All right. We've accomplished a lot. It may not feel like a lot. Go through this process step by step with me. All right. Again, I'm Dr. David Hawkins from the Marriage Recovery Center, and I'm excited to participate in this change process with you. Take care.